she want to come back in. Oh, her hand down.
All right. Thank you. Do y'all love that song? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel like Superwoman? All right. I'm glad y'all said that because it would have messed up my presentation if you said no. I'm glad y'all like that song, but I want you to throw that whole song away because the song's not real. All right? Now, I'm going to talk to y'all about why you throw that song in the trash. You ball it up and throw it away. It's cool if that's all you want to do is feel good. You just want to listen to it because you like it. But if you live by that code of I'm every woman, it's all in me, I'm here to bust your bubble because no, you are not. All right? None of us are all things. Okay? All right. So I'm an LPC, y'all. That's licensed professional counselor. I'm a motivational speaker and a spoken word artist. Okay? And a writer. Yeah. All right, but I'm still not all things, okay? So today, I'm a writer, so I like real, just paper, and paper and pencil. All right. So I know I set y'all up a little bit by being like, y'all like that song, y'all like yay, and I was like, no. But anyway, so I'm gonna give you 3 R's today of what you can do to get your mind right. Turn to your sister and say, girl, get your mind right. Because let me tell you something. If you don't get your mind right, all of that wonderful stuff that you put on your vision board and every wonderful thing you experience today will be nothing more than something that makes you feel good and hypes you up, just like that song, because it will not come to pass if you don't get your thinking right. That's why I'm here. And I'm speaking not just from somebody that's a counselor that's been to school for it and paying for the loans, Jesus, but from experience as well, y'all, because I went through a few years ago, 2.5 years off and on of a serious clinical depression. During that time, I was suicidal more than I was not. I cried more than I smiled. I kept right on being a counselor. I kept on showing up to church. Honey, cried all the way there. Went in, served, did everything I was supposed to do. Sometimes was the last one to leave, locking up the church, and cried all the way home. Most days when I woke up, I was upset because I wanted to wake up dead. Okay? So I was doing vision boards. Even during some of this time of my depression, I was doing a vision board year after year after year. But these things weren't happening for me because my mind wasn't right. All right, so I'm going to tell y'all 3 things that we can do to get our mind right. 3 things we need to get. The first thing we need to get is get real. That's why I said you need to throw that song away because it's not real. There are no superheroes in here. Capes off this year, ladies. Capes off in 2020. I'm not Superwoman. I'm not going to try to be. I ain't Catwoman. I ain't Wonder Woman. I ain't Captain Marvel. I'm not any of those things, okay? I am me. I'm a human being. So the first thing I want you to get real about is get real about your purpose. What were you created to do? You were not made to be all things to all people, not even to your children. If you don't believe that, look at all the successful people whose parents abandoned them when they were little, and they're millionaires now. Okay? So you're not called to be all things to all people. Hence, a lot of us are good at a lot of things. Don't just do what you can do. Do what you were created to do. There is a difference. Figure out what your purpose is, and then go ahead and do that. I had to get real about the fact that my significance was wrapped up in being needed by other people. I had a need to be needed. That's why I couldn't say no. Okay? I dated like I had a need to be needed. That's why half the people I attracted really should have been patients. Not I'm trying to make them a husband and they should have been a client. Okay? I lived like I had a need to be needed. I acted like that on my job. That's why when they said you can go home at 5, it would be 11 o'clock and I'm still sitting up in there. Tired, drained when I get home. Nothing left for myself because I had my significance wrapped up in that. If you believe your job needs you that bad, I dare you to don't show up and see how quick that company goes on and continues their purpose without you. Let me tell you something. Nobody's purpose is totally wrapped up in another individual. I believe that my purpose today, I'm fulfilling it right now with this mic in my hand. But had I not shown up, I bet you Clarissa Joy would have found a way to go on with this vision board party. Amen? She would have. It would have happened. All right. Okay. Get real about where you really are, ladies. Okay? We are living in, okay, I got to move fast. Okay, we are living in a time of self-love. It is a big deal right now. I love it. But self-love is not a denial of personal flaws. That's not what self-love is. It doesn't mean that you don't acknowledge what's really going on with you. I had to acknowledge the fact that I was depressed. Okay? Your diagnosis does not have to dictate your prognosis, but it does dictate your treatment. How you gonna get from A to B if you don't acknowledge that you at A? Okay? So get real. Are you overweight? Tell the truth. Are you a procrastinator, balloons? Do you procrastinate? Are you lazy? Do you ever need to be needed, balloons? I'm just going to talk to them so y'all will look at me mean. All right, but I need you to acknowledge where you really are, because if you are trying to get to Kansas, it makes a difference whether you're coming from LA or whether you're coming from Memphis. Okay, it makes all the difference in the world. If you get lost somewhere and you call somebody, first thing you're going to say is, where are you? What you see around you. Look around you in your life and say, what do you see? What's going on? Where are you for real, for real? Number 3, get real about your own toxic thinking and your toxic behaviors. I love when I look up at my timeline and everybody's like, I'm cutting off all the toxic people in 2020. I'm cutting off all negative thinking in 2020. Here go a hint and a question. What if you are the toxic person that you need to cut off in 2020? What if it's you? What if your thinking is holding you back? Mine was because I was thinking about myself in a way that God was not thinking about me, and my behavior was toxic. I had a loser mentality. I had gotten comfortable with losing to the point where I felt guilty when I won. If you think like that, if every time somebody come to you and want to do something nice for you and you know you're a giver, as soon as they get ready to do something nice, you side-eye them, or you can't just say thank you for a compliment, you got to give one back, baby. Your thinking might be toxic. You might need to change that, okay? You have to know how to receive. I didn't know how to do that. I asked a client recently, she got so mad at me, but she'll be back. I asked her, I said, why are you working so hard to make sure that you are unhappy? Because she was. Everything about her thinking said, I don't deserve anything better than what I have. I had to ask her that question, I had to put it on her. So that leads me to step number 2. R, the next R, get responsible. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. And this is a secret to Carissa Joy. I saw myself up here in 2017. It's 2020. What was the delay? Okay. 2017, she asked me to be a volunteer. I came, I volunteered. I listened to the speakers. I said, I'm good. I could do that. I could be as good as them. I want to be a motivational speaker. 2018, she asked me to be no speaker. She asked me to volunteer again. I said yes, but I was at home sick with the flu, so I had to live stream. 2019 came around. I'm fully in counselor mode. She asked me to be no speaker in 2019. She asked me to volunteer again. I said yes, I came, I did it, but I knew I was as good as the people talking. What was the delay? Somebody yell it out. Why y'all think she want to ask me? That could be one reason. What's another reason? What's up with this time thing? Why wasn't it my time?
Because you didn't make it your
Because
time.
girl, let me if I had something. Because I didn't make it my time. Let me tell y'all something. The timing of God is not purpose to cause a delay in your life, but lack of preparation will every single time. Let me help y'all. 2019 came around. I got BJ Word LLC, got it together. I got a logo. I got BJ Word Inspires on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on all those and YouTube, okay? BJ Word Inspires, BJ Word Inspires, BJ Word Inspires, okay? Follow me on all platforms. Now, so I had all of that together. I started charging people when I went to speak, so it's not a hobby anymore. Now it's a business. I was ready. I was rolling. I didn't have to say anything to her because I was prepared. Somebody else in the group said, hey, we need somebody to talk about mental health. I didn't say that. You know what she said? Well, we already know who the go-to is for that. You know how she knew that? Because my videos were already out there. I was already doing it. I was already walking in my purpose. Get responsible. I'm responsible for that. All right? I'm responsible for making sure that the timing, that I'm positioned correctly. God ain't just responsible for that, y'all. He ain't sitting up with no watch on talking about, April 1st at 5:05. That's when I'm going to let it happen for her. What does that benefit him to just delay you for no reason? Okay, let me move quick. Get responsible for your decisions. Your thoughts are your choice. You don't have to be a victim to them. Challenge your thinking. Sister girl with the black girl magic. Let me tell you something. Everything pop in your head ain't true. Challenge your thoughts, okay? You can either become the manager of your choices or or you will by default be the victim of your consequences. It's just as simple because every choice has a consequence. All right, let me move on. Get responsible for where you place people in your life and the roles that they play. Make sure that you have everyone in the right position. Single mom, I'm going to turn my back on this one too. Your son, Balloons, is not your boyfriend. He's not your man. So you can't get mad if he don't want to spend all his free time with you. Okay, mom, your daughter might not want to be your best friend. She might not even like you when she grows up. It's her choice. So you need to make sure that the people in your life are in the correct position because you set yourself up for some negative thinking, some real depressed days and nights when you got folks over here playing quarterback and they need to be a defensive end. Okay? Those positions are not the same. Check your circle. Everybody ain't awful and evil. Some folks, you just expect the wrong thing out of them. All right? All right. Lastly, where Kaylee? And I need one more t-shirt person. Let's move on. This last R, y'all. Where's Kaylee? And a t-shirt model. Anybody? 2 people. 2 t-shirt people. I need some help. I'm going to start this. Oh, here you go. Okay, here. This is my vision board from 2017. Come on, Kaylee, hold this for me. This is my vision board from 2019. Let me ask y'all something. Throw out some. How many of these things on this 2017 vision board, how many of those did y'all think happened? Just a wild guess. 3, 4. I'm going to go so far as to say none. Because as you can see, hold this up, boo. Most of them over here again. If they had happened over here, I wouldn't need to put them over here. Okay? Now, what do you think was the biggest change? I got my mind right, yes. But what else was a big difference between here and here? How did I jump from here to here in a couple of years?
You had to be accountable on those decisions.
I had to be accountable in my decisions. I had to change my mind. You know what else? Consistency. You know what else I had to do, y'all? My last R. I had to get reinforcements. Reinforcements is nothing but another word for help. The strongest wall in this room is reinforced by something. It's not standing alone. We be talking about the stubbornness of black men, but baby, you ain't seen stubborn until you ask a black woman to ask somebody for help. We ain't asking nobody for nothing. And that's how come I was stuck over here. Y'all take those papers and pass them around. This year, one of the biggest things that I've accomplished, I've dropped 60 pounds since April, y'all. Y'all see my little body, y'all.
Wonderful.
So pass it around, you can see the pictures there. I was in size 18. These pants are whole size 6. I've never been this size before in my life. All right, weight loss was over here in 2017. It was on my 2018 vision board. I stuck it again on 2019. And 2019, it happened because I got reinforcements. I have a coach. Now, one of the main things people tell me, Q is on my team. Say, hey, Q, she works out with us as well. I don't know how much she's lost, but she has lost a lot. She don't look the same as when I met her. I know that. I don't know her pounds. But one of the main things that women say to me when I say I have a trainer, well, I know what to do. I know how to do it myself. I so want to say, well, boo, why haven't you done it? Let's be real, y'all. If you could do it all by yourself, you would have done it already. You can't do everything by yourself. Another reinforcement that I got with Clarissa Joy. I got in Elite Winner Circle. I don't know nothing about starting no LLC and no logo, and I don't even want to know that. I just want to stand up here and do what I do good, okay? But there's other stuff connected to that. All right, stop feeling like when you pull on the strength of another person, that is not an indication that you are weak. What it really means is that you're smart enough to know that somebody else may be better at it than you, okay? Keep that in mind. If you were every woman, then there would be no purpose for the other women sitting at your table. Everybody has a purpose in your life. Let me tell you something I learned today. Miss Hines right here, when she came here, I said, are you going to have somebody record you on your phone? She said, no, I have a videographer. I said, oh, okay. And then when she got up here, she had a little mic thing in her back. I was watching. You think I ain't going to ask her for help before I leave here? I don't know about that. I don't know about getting a videographer. I don't know about a microphone thing in my back. But I know I need to. Find somebody that's where you're trying to be and ask them, hey, how you get there? Can I ride with you over there? If I give you some gas money, you will take me over there? Get you some help. Get some reinforcements, okay? And when you ask for help, Ask someone who has the skills to help you. A lot of times we get disappointed and we end up in a messed up place because we ask our best friend, and our best friend just, they love us, they willing, but they don't have the skills for it. I love Mother Clarice Moore, baby. You can't tell me nothing. I'll fight you over her because she will do anything that I ask her to do. It's no point in me sending her my logo saying, hey, can you look at this and tell me what's right or wrong? Because she gonna say, oh, baby, they look good. I like it. Now, when I send it to the vision strategist, this chick gonna email me back like she did. Excuse me, why you got 5 logos with 5 different colors? I don't like this font. Can't nobody see what this is. This doesn't scream, who are you? It doesn't say what you're doing or what your purpose is. As a matter of fact, this logo right here, she was like, you need to throw that all the way away. So it's not even my logo anymore. I got a new one. We have to start over from scratch. But ask somebody that has the skills to help you, okay? I am going to email everything that I said today to each and every one of you. Unless you tell me not to, then I won't. But there's a list of referrals on the back side. Get you some reinforcements. If you need counseling, if you need therapy, I'm not in private practice yet, but that is coming this year, all right? I'm the director of counseling at Christian Brothers University, so I'm strictly for that agency, but private practice will be happening this year. So my name will be on the only one on the list in the future. But for now, most of these people, I do know them, and I've sent people to them. Therapy is just like when you go out to eat. If you don't like it there and you don't like the food, you don't say, I'm never going to eat again. Just get you somebody else. It's not about the therapist. If you don't vibe with them, you don't like them, it's not good for you, then inbox me and say, BJ, that didn't work for me. Who else you got? And I'll send you somebody else, okay? Don't give up on it. You need reinforcements. Help is important. I think that's it. Okay. Oh, look at God. I had time left, y'all. I can be very long-winded. All right, any questions? You all are welcome to pass that around all around the room. You can take pictures of it, but I am going to email it to you because the toner was pretty bad on that printer, but I will send it to everybody's email, the whole presentation, all the points, all of that. Any questions? Questions, comments, concerns? Anybody got a mental health question? Don't ask me what's wrong with your 10-year-old. I don't know. I never met him. So I can't tell you that. But if it's something that I can't answer for you, I definitely will. Any questions about the weight loss journey? Yes.
Well, actually, I have a question. When you went year after year, and as you looked at the boards, you created a new one, and when you didn't achieve it, how did you go back to try again? How did you get the motivation to even create it again?
Very good point. Very good point. Sometimes I didn't have it. I just knew I felt good coming here. So I just kept coming. But let me tell you what will carry you when motivation does not. Because I did not always have motivation. And you won't always feel motivated. Motivation is great. I love it. I'm a motivational speaker. But it's a feeling. And that comes from a thought. It's a thought first. So my thought when I'm not motivated, when I didn't want to do another one, was discipline. I told myself to do it, so I did it. I am not motivated to pay T-Mobile, but I had to have the discipline to do that because I need my phone. You understand? I'm not motivated every time I go to the gym. I have to meet that man at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not motivated to be in there doing those squats. Well, baby, when I say, look at these pants, I just go ahead and have the discipline and do it. I'm not motivated to be sitting over here drinking muscle milk while y'all got cookies. I want a cookie, okay? But the discipline is what carried me. So when I kept seeing all this stuff, first of all, I had to check myself and see what was going on inside me. Stop feeling sorry for myself about why things weren't happening. And I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be, so I had to have enough discipline to say, I'm going to try this again. Then I had to be disciplined enough to say, get up, do it again. We do stuff every day, y'all, that we don't want to do, that we're not motivated to do. I guarantee you, your child is not motivated to go to school every single day of the week. What you tell your kid? Get up anyway. They ain't motivated to do their homework all the time. You make them do it anyway. So sometimes you're just going to have the discipline when motivation fails you, because it will. Anybody else? All right. Thank y'all for listening. I think I'm done. Now, where y'all gonna follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube? BJ Word Inspires. Y'all, Word is my for real last name. W-O-R-D. I was born with that name. Y'all know that I'm doing what I was created to do. Don't waste time doing stuff that you weren't created to do just because you're good at it. That's a real good way to drain yourself and be tired. Okay? Don't do that. Just because you're good at it and you helping everybody with everything and leaving nothing for yourself. Don't do that. Oh, you did?
Uh,
Yay, DJ.